working? Do we have audio? It seems like we might have audio, but does it seem too quiet? Does everything seem good? What do you guys think? If anyone is in the stream, please do feel free to let me know, because I can't hear my own voice.
How's with that mouse?
I can hear you.
Oh.
Hi?
Hello. Oh, yeah, mine's higher.
I can't hear me at all.
Okay.
Very low. Very good. Do you know what? The reason why I think it's very low is because I'm here, not... Yeah. My mic is just not working. How you doing? Hi. How you doing? That's great. Was I on mute? Oh, okay. Well, I can hear me now. Can you guys hear me now? How you like me now? Hi. Very quiet. Still quiet. As in, still quiet right now? They are both quiet, but yours was low. I mean, we are quiet. We are like... Yeah. Testing, testicles, spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. 70%. Loud! Okay, it seems okay to me. Does it sound okay to you? That's better. Nice. That's great. Fantastic. Better. Yeah.
There's no whistling from like that, is there, or anything?
Not for me. Can you guys hear any ambient noise if I shut up? Is there any sort of like shh? Not got none of that? Is it good?
We good?
Nice. There we
Nice.
go.
Nice.
So yeah, we are still getting to grips with our XLR audio. So we have switched over from USB devices because we have multiple devices and multiple setups in this room. We have switched to XLR audio, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
When you're fully prepped and up to speed and everything, and we're still getting there. Rome wasn't built in a day, so yeah, we're getting there. So like some of the things that we do testing on certain mics isn't necessarily the same on the testing on the next mic. So if we sit over there, things are slightly different from over here because they're different distances from aircon units and so on. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Also, this is the very first time that we've used them both sat at this desk as well. So there is that bit too. So like we were testing them with you yesterday, feeding into my set. Well, was it yesterday? Did we scoot yesterday?
Yes, I did it from in there, yeah.
So you fed into my setup from this desk. Whereas now we're both feeding into that setup from this desk. So yeah, it's great when you've got all of the technology and the toys that we've got, but it's also a little bit confusing. So yeah, just go with it. Hey, how you all doing? Welcome in. If you don't know who we are, my name is Graham. This is Bibby. We are Ice Cream Uploads in a true ice creamy fashion. This is The Scoop, the UK's #1 video game podcast, if we do say so ourselves. We go live on twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads. Every now and then, really.
Yeah, whenever we can be arsed.
Yeah, it used to be each and every weekday, but then we took a few weeks off prepping the studio, getting the studio ready, and then there was some time when Bibby had some time off, and now the studio's all set, and it's all plumbed back in. We can start getting back to regular content. No, we can't get back to regular content because I'm off for 2 weeks-ish from next week. So the content will still be a bit patchy. We will bring you the content where we can, which is why we massively appreciate anyone that is dropping in right now, because it's 3:25 in the afternoon when we aim to go live at
10 a.m.-ish.
Yeah. So yeah, we appreciate if you do drop in. We understand and we know. It's just the rub of the green. We know that sometimes the content will have to be a bit patchy because we work in the video games industry. It's why we have all of these cool toys, but using them for cool things, it just has to be secondary in that sort of sense. So yeah, we'll try to bring you all the cool things like we did last night. Did you see that the Double Trouble League was announced, babe?
I most certainly did see that.
I know you do. I did because you posted it. Yes. Yes, he posted it. So yes, if you missed it last night, the Double Trouble League was announced. We got our first 2 scores on the board. Beans set the current pace of 12 points for the Double Trouble League. Nietzsche, not quite there. We got done on the drop, so only 2 points for Nietzsche. But he's still in second. Yeah. Out of 2, but still there.
I mean, yeah, you are currently rock bottom of the league, which is unfortunate because there's only 2 people that are in there at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate. Other people are going to get lower than that. It will happen. Someone will get an absolute wooden spoon game. It will happen eventually. But if you missed it, do feel free to check out our posts on Twitter. I'd say type !GTL because I set that up last night, but that hasn't been set up in this environment, so it won't work. But just head to Twitter, look through our tweets. There was 4 posts yesterday. One which gives you a 4-minute video explaining it all, and then 3 other posts that shows you the table and prizes and things that are on offer. So please do feel free to check that out. The Double Trouble League is me plus you playing games for prizes, all courtesy of our friends at Logitech G.
Yeah.
Nice. Where did I get to in the intro a bit? Let me scroll, because the internet is just having a mare in here. It's like...
Yeah, it's not the best.
So yes, we are live on Twitch.
Are we?
We are, yeah. So we are live, where we will bring you the biggest, the best, and breaking stories in the world of video games for the next 25 to 30 minutes or so, because Bibby's got to leave, and it's late in the day. It's just how it is. So please feel free to get involved as we give you those biggest, best, and breaking stories. Plus our thoughts. Yes, well, do you not want some big breasts?
Big old titty.
Yeah. Plus our thoughts and impressions, plus his thoughts and impressions, and big old titties. Nice. And we want your thoughts and impressions, and then your thoughts and impressions, and our thoughts and impressions. That's kind of the whole thing works. So if you are watching this stream, please do feel free to get involved on Twitch. We are live on Twitch, but the live stream is turned into a podcast, a video on YouTube, and an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify and Amazon Music and Google Play. There is lots of places where over 200,000 people have watched and listened to this podcast on demand. So please do feel free to get involved on behalf of those beautiful people. Also, I want to use this opportunity to thank our sponsors. You can see on the walls behind us, on the screens, plus also in the bottom corner down there. Shout out to Astro, to Insert Coin, and to GT Omega, who do sponsor us with chairs like these comfy bad boys and the ones that we've got at home.
Yes, they are.
These headsets and the sexiest merch, which neither of us are wearing right now, because I'm wearing Tub Jizzle's t-shirt and you're wearing
ours.
Let's go, baby.
Imagine wearing your own merch.
I know, imagine that. So yeah, please do feel free to check them out. Obviously, if you're in our Discord, you can find discount links for all 3 of those, some of which support us as well. So hashtag spawn, hashtag ad, hashtag give me all the cash, hashtag shill, hashtag no shame. Hashtag, okay, that's fine. You get the idea. Also, before we jump into things, the loot drop has been drawn. Bibby did spin the wheel of names in the Discord this morning.
I can't go on to it now because it'll bring it up on the screen, but Pistol Pete was the winner.
Pistol Mike,
sorry.
Pistol Pete's from Toy Story.
Yes, he is.
Something like that. It's Pete the Prospector. Do you know what? It's wife, same.
Yes, Pistol Mike has won a copy of Resident Evil 4. I vaguely remember him coming in and claiming it, but I think he's oblivious, unless he is from the EU.
I think, no, Pistol Mike is NA. He's the one that's doing the house renovation.
Yeah.
NA. So, Mike, congratulations on winning a game that you can't play.
Yeah, pretty much. I've just seen Nietzsche. I know I've been messing with this mic arm. Usually I have the mic arm twisted round this way and up, but because we haven't sorted everything out yet, it's just kind of at its default stage. The mic arm is really, really close to me, so when I'm trying to get the right thing, and he said, "Oh, you put the sticker underneath," which is now upside down or on sideways because I've rotated the mic around. Yours is fine.
Yeah, mine's fine. See that? Look at that. Oosh.
But I've rotated mine to a point where it's closer to my mouth because I do get the feeling with an XLR, it needs to be as close to your gob as possible.
Yeah.
So me having to twist it for me to be comfortable and for us to be comfortable here, I feel like this is definitely the best way for me.
Yeah, I agree. This is how we should always be. Welcome to twitch.tv/ice cream uploads. My name is Graham Day, and this is just okay. I apologize. Let me jump back through the comments though, because there's been quite a lot of chat. Nietzsche, thank you for Nietzsche subscribed at tier 1 for 6 months in advance. That's 20 months. So you just thrown down a 6-month sub. Is that what that means?
I have no idea, but either way, we appreciate you.
No, we absolutely expect it from you, Nietzsche. 2 kills last night.
Outrageous. I mean, that's more kills than I've ever got.
Yeah, not unless you got a 2XM16.
I didn't want to shit on him. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want to shit on him.
Being a legend, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, Nietzsche, thank you very much. We appreciate that. This is the bit where they're sorting out the levels. Can you hear me now? Hear me now. Ads, Fatman Dave, Nietzsche, P Honey. Does Bibby class as ambient audio? Bibby always classes ambient audio, yeah. Lotus also have the Elgato arm. It is nice. Low profile Elgato arm. Fit. I mean, the other one, good as well, but the low profile one, nice. Shit! Seeing your name, knew there was something I needed to do. We'll sort it tomorrow, mate. What? I missed it. Why is he sorting you right out? Beans is a scam artist. He is.
He's being sorted right out.
P Honey. We'll sort it tomorrow. Nietzsche's going to sort out P Honey.
Oh, okay.
I think it's sexual favours.
I mean,
I don't have the information
Not
to
worth the money.
confirm nor deny, but because it hasn't been denied, I think we will just go with that one. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Ted Knott, welcome in. That's more than 3% on reporting. You know, Bibby put sticker on base of mic, then rotates mic. It was me that put sticker there, which is why I know how to use it. Nice. Sorry, fellas. Gonna have to shut the stream down more than the permitted 3%. Actually, fake/old news, mate. Is Twitter have backtracked, Twitch have backtracked even. Twitter have probably backtracked as well a few times since we started this stream. So, you know it's like with elongated muskrat. He's a Yank. He is, I thought so. Need as many sprinkles as I can get before end of December. That's true. Meant to send something to P Honey and forgot. Shocking. It's a few loom bands I ordered. Online loom band. Anyway, welcome in to twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads. As mentioned already a bunch of times in the intro stuff, we are Ice Cream Uploads. This is the scoop, and we do bring you the biggest, the best, and the breaking stories in the world of video games, including the fact that the day before developer has addressed trademark dispute and promises that the Steam page will be reinstated
soon.
See that? Finger bunnies. Nice. No, not finger bunnies. If you're listening to this on demand, never mind. We'll be back at the top of the wish list, says the tagline to that article. This is something that we've visited many times over the last 12 months. Still up there with a massively exciting potential game, but also up there with a massive is never going to arrive vaporware sort of game as well. So the day before,
Confirmed.
if you haven't seen it, we'll go through that first. We'll then jump into talking about CSGO 2. Counter-Strike 2's first major update arrives ahead of the full summer launch. Then we'll go to the two articles that we moved over from yesterday. Western Digital has launched its Xbox Series X and S storage expansion cards, plus your free game Wednesday on a Thursday ahead of free game Friday. Nice. Okay, kicking things off though, Mr. Bibb. The day before.
Yes.
Interested?
Extremely.
Nice. Let's jump in. We're out of the way. Nice. Okay, I'm not going to move us around because we are running short on time. So, the day before developer addresses trademark dispute. Promises Steam page will be reinstated soon. We'll be back at the top of the wish list. This is written by Victoria Kennedy at Eurogamer. And it says, fantastic. Oh, thank you. Cheers. Oh, no.
No, it's not fantastic. It's fantastic.
Fantastic. The developer behind the upcoming zombie MMO the day before has addressed the rather unusual trademark dispute that led to the game being delayed. As a quick reminder, the day before was originally meant to release on PC back in March. However, in a bizarre series of events, it transpired that Fantastic has failed to trademark the game's name. Which I would say yoicks, but we've said yoicks quite a few times, so implied yoicks, which had been since contested by the company behind a calendar app. All traces of the game were subsequently removed from Steam. Talking to Well Played, Fantastic has now provided a small update on this trademark debacle, stating it believes, quote, power is in the truth, end quote. What the fuck is this? This is like some sort of Hollywood blockbuster. Goddamn. The developer affirmed it was the first to start using the name the day before, calling this an indisputable fact, air quotes. It also said it was, air quotes, optimistic about regaining its name through legal proceedings. Excuse me. This is a quote by the way, we want to reassure our community that our Steam page will be reinstated soon, end quote. Fantastic continued. Quotes, we'll be back at the top of the wish lists, end quote. According to the developer, all of its current trademark-related matters are being managed by its newly formed joint venture with publisher MyToner, known as MyToner Fantastic. MyToner Fantastic. What? Imagine that. How ambitious have you got to be? Hi, I'm MyToner. Hi, I'm Fantastic. Should we call ourselves? It's like oh, we should team up and make some cool team. What should we call Bib Graham? Graham Bibby. Yeah, but even Gribby's like that's a contraction. So we formed Gribby off a whim by thinking about it for 0.3 seconds. They didn't even get that far. Graham Bibby.
Yeah, absolutely. No, someone just misspelled it on the keyboard. They forgot to put the space in.
No,
that works.
In the meantime, it's keeping its primary focus on the day before's development. Ahead of its PC release on the 10th of November, a beta is also in the pipeline. Quote, following this release, we will be sharing a roadmap of forthcoming updates to keep our players engaged and excited. This roadmap will include new features and content additions, emphasizing our commitment to continuous game development, the developer shared. And we'll leave it there. There is probably more bits further down, but at this point, we were already starting to get rid of everything. We don't need no more. So, do you know what? Mr. Bibb.
Yeah.
And for the benefit of those people that may have not been here before.
Yes.
He's Bibby. I'm Graham. Hey, how you doing? Thoughts?
we knew that this game wasn't dead. We knew that this game was going to come back at some point. I thought the obvious choice would be to change the name. Like if that's if that was the biggest sticking point, I'm fairly certain that you could change the name and then we'd be able to go. I know they obviously had the heart set on this. It would have been on all the marketing spiel and stuff like that. So yeah, they wanted to have the day in court. They'll have it at some point, but I do think that was a very small reason as to why this game got delayed in the first place. That was their main reason, according to them. I don't think that is the case. I think there's just been a lot of issues, mainly raised by the was it like a 10-minute trailer that they had last time where they just shown like it was completely automated. It was someone shooting outside of a petrol station at the zombies, and it was inch perfect.
Yeah, like full on CGI,
aimbotted.
Almost.
Yeah. So there was a lot of issues that came off of the back of that, and a lot of mud being slung at them. So I'm guessing this is just one of the reasons where they go, oh, this is happening, we'll make it seem much bigger than it actually is, and then we'll eventually start to work on it and bring it out at some point. So it doesn't surprise me that we are going to be seeing more from this in the very near future. But I still don't think it's going to be at any point this year. This has got to be 2024 now. It doesn't slap me as a game that's going to be coming. Even in that 10-minute preview that was in that article, then it just seems very, very, very boring.
It's amazing how the more we see, the worse it gets in that sort of sense. Don't get me wrong. Is it the worst game that's out there? No. I mean, we've had games released within the last month, Redfall, that our first parties have had 18 months of hype and have come out and been dog shit, and it still looks better than that, even though it's still on a downward trajectory compared to what we saw, because that is probably natural due to the fact that we're finding out more about what we're actually getting. When it first was revealed, if you haven't seen the trailers, there was one trailer where someone basically goes round what looks like New York City, goes into a skyscraper, and there's some zombies there. This is after having little bits of a shootout sort of stuff, but it's dark, maybe a bit of Christmas fog sort of setting in. So Christmas, fog, dark, that gives you lots of stuff to get away with a game. Like maybe not having atmosphere, because the Christmas stuff gives you an implied atmosphere. Fog hides a lack of atmosphere. Dark hides a lack of atmosphere. Zombies are easy done. Easy. I mean, it's quite easy to get that zombie hype. It's difficult to then maintain that. So we got that, and then there was another bit which had really good environmental graphics and mechanics, and there was like a vehicle driving through the mud, and you could see the tires cutting up the mud, and it was all like wow, the particle physics on that are fucking amazing. It looks great. And then after that, we got one which was starting to kind of drop off a little bit, but there was like a car goes to almost like some underground bunker, which is next to a house, and there's police sirens and stuff going on, and it gets a little bit aggy, and you think, okay, now we're starting to build things up here. We're getting multiple environments. We've got night, we've got day, we've got city, we've got rural, we've got police, people, like maybe PvE, maybe PvP. Nice. And then the last trailer we saw, if this is a new one, I've not seen this one yet. If the last trailer we saw, which was like some of the weapon crafting stuff, was just a bit crap. Like, compared to everything you've seen, there was some nice touches. Like, if you imagine you had a gun crafting desk and you stick your sniper rifle in the clamp, you put it in, your gun's not just going to be like clamp. It's going to be like dang, like a little bit of wobble on it. It's like nice. But then you go, I don't want sniper. I want to snip to the other one. The guns, because it happens so much and so frequently, are almost like rubber. There's like ba-dong, ba-dong, ba-dong. It's like, what the fuck? It's like the guns you'd see in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. What is that? That plus the fact that nothing really happened in that trailer. So the more we're seeing now, it feels like we're taking a step away from what we want it to be to what we actually have, which means that what we're seeing now is more what we probably will get. So I don't mind seeing more of that, because that's realism landing for me. That's the hype dropping off and we're getting the realism. And if it's half of what we were expecting at first, it's still gonna be a great game at that point. Like State of Decay has a lot of flaws. It doesn't have any PvP apart from friendly fire. Even then, you can't really kill someone in your own team, kind of thing. So there's that. Plus, then there's loads of bugs in terms of like fighting the AI and so on. Like there was a scene where I don't know if it was me and you or me and someone else were halfway up a hill, and there was tons of zombies coming from it, and they just kept crouching in front of me, so I could just go,
just
put them down. it was still a great game because of everything it offered. And if this can give us a hint of that, oh, yes, please. So, rewinding all of that, bringing it back, am I excited about the game? Yeah, I still am because of the original hype. Am I less excited? Yeah, I am less excited. But I hope it's going to be good. But the thing that I do feel, which is exactly what Tito has said, is I really, really believe them. Brackets, I don't. That's not the bit that I was getting at. But then after that, he says they aren't going to court to discuss the trademark until November. Apparently, they have a release date of November. Doesn't add up. So, yeah, you said it. Tito said it. 2024 minimum is when this game is coming out.
I feel like it's got elements of what The Division is, but I feel like The Division are still doing it better. Like when you see the characters running through the streets and you're running through the city, and they've got the really tall buildings, and they've got the rural settings of cars being on fire and upside down and stuff like that. The Division does that now. I still believe that they're doing it a hell of a lot better. I feel like they've populated the world well enough, and they feel like when you are running through the city in The Division, you are running through not an active war zone, but a place that's been completely run down, and people are fighting for scraps and stuff. At this moment in time, there's nothing in that trailer that I think, do you know what? This is part of the world that's on its absolute arse. Like, it hasn't been in any kind of turmoil. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for more scrappy bits in this, because it still looks well lived in my opinion, in some of the stuff that we've seen so far. I need it to be a bit more. If you're going for an end of the world vibe, I need to see a little bit more of it being end of the world-ish.
Yeah, you want your stereotypical stuff. You want your bus stops there with moss all over it, like you'll see on I Am Legend or The Last of Us. You want that dystopian sort of that used to be a thing, and now I can tell it's still the thing. It's just a bit run down sort of thing. But you want that to then be innovated on. If people are still there, yeah, they can't afford to fucking do the get the bus stop redone by the council because the council doesn't exist anymore. But that bus stop will have been turned into a place where I leave my supplies, a supply drop or something. Barns and sheds will suddenly have, like, the windows and stuff will have all gone, but then you'd have seen them boarded up or covered up with other things. You want to see that sort of people have
litter on the streets.
Yeah, exactly. Or even if the litter's gone, but the streets, rather than just being big empty roads, if it's an area where you're meant to be, like, it's no spoilers, but if you haven't seen the Last of Us TV series, there's one bit where there's a town, and the people living in the town have built walls, as you get on pretty much any zombie film or whatever, around streets and so on, put fences up and put mines down and things like that. That's the sort of stuff that you think, okay, it was the M62 motorway from Leeds to Huddersfield, great, nice, but now that would be a place where there's a checkpoint someone's built in, and if the checkpoint has been overrun long since gone, then there'll be other things there, and you kind of want that sort of stuff. Oh, great, green trees and blue skies and a river. Is any other game out there? That's The Last of Us, which is also a zombie-ish sort of game, which is very similar to this in terms of direction. So, I want to see more. I do want to see more. I mean, the interesting thing is Tito in the chat says, "I'm so cynical about this game, it's unreal." You're shocked, I know. Loads of people have said it's simply not technically possible from a hardware point of view for most AAA studios, let alone a studio people have barely heard of. See, I also have that in mind, but genuinely, most people said Battle Royale wasn't possible. If you haven't seen, there's a few different versions of it now, but if you haven't seen the Brendan Green PUBG thing that used to be on Jinx, there's a few, like I said, there's a few different versions. I think NoClip or similar have got a similar sort of interview sort of thing with him, where he was going to people and going, "We want 100 people in this game." It's like 100 different connections in one game. If you could manage to maintain 100 connections to begin with, no game out there can manage 100 different people running around on a set. It's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. But it happened. So with that in mind, I'm open to the idea of it working. Having a game that takes facets from The Division, that has some of the design styles and stuff from The Last of Us, that builds bases and base building elements that you got in the State of Decay, puts all of that together, and we get something phenomenal. Yes, please. But it is such a stupid ask. On the flip side, it is a stupid ask, but all it takes is some really creative people. You get a bunch of creative people that aren't held back by studios that are going, yeah, but we also need a battle pass. And the what microtransactions are we talking in this? If you don't have that sort of stuff from a publisher, let alone the developer, being rained down on you, that's when it gets exciting, because that's what I mean. Krafton is a big microtransaction publisher now, but Bluehole was this radical developer that went, we like what Brendan Green's done with Battle Royale. Let's give him a team and let's see what we can do. And then we're pretty much on fire because too many people were trying to play their game and had to like just plumb in extra servers to keep it going. I hope we get that with this. But that happens once in a lifetime, so I'm dubious that we won't get this.
This is going to get to a point where you got a backpack and it's got 25 spaces in, using the Pokemon method. You want to get 20 more slots, pay £6, and we'll open more slots up for you. It's going to be that kind of thing. Like ESO do it fairly well. If you want to be able to have your jewelry and your items in 2 separate pockets, right, then you need to pay for the £10 a month ESO Plus. But if you don't and you just want to be able to play the base version of the game or whatever, then that's fine. But all of your inventory items are going into one pocket and you can only hold 100 things. Pay the £10 and you can have 1,000 things, 100 pockets for that, 100 pockets like that. That's the way that they get around it. I paid for it, no problems, because of the amount of time that I played on it. It's worth the money.
Similar sort of thing, a slightly different angle, but similar sort of thing is playing eFootball or Pezzas back on my club days, where you could play for a bunch of time, and if you played, I don't know if it was 100 games or whatever, you could then buy the top level managers for GP, which is the in-game currency that you generate free, or you could spend your My Club coins and buy them right away. And that's what I would do right at the beginning, because I think that just alleviates a grind for me, because that would turn into a grind. And it's the Valhalla. You can spend £10 now and get rid of the grind and speed up your XP generation. It's that sort of thing, which, get rid of all that. I don't like any of that sort of stuff. But if it's done nicely enough, like the My Club one, for me, different situation, because I got the game for free. I'd save £70 because we work on it. So I'd be like, well, I don't mind spending £8.99 to buy some coins to get my manager for free, so I can just be set for the rest of the year. I don't have to worry about that. Bosh. It's the peace of mind that comes with it. But in that sense, the peace of mind plus having something that will always be good is a good outlay for me.
Yeah.
If it was, you can buy an extra 100 slots for your backpack for the month, and then we'll take it back off you.
That's shocking.
Get in the bin. No. Okay, let me jump back through the comments. So sad that they're closing down the Friday the 13th game.
Really?
Apparently they lost a course case for licensing, says Lotus.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, that makes sense. But I'd say it's not because people aren't playing it, because I see people playing that game all the time. So it's always on the front page of Twitch.
It's the same, is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same devs that made the Predator game and the Ghostbusters game, right? They must have only licensed it for 5 years or something, and then going,
that's so shit.
Imagine pulling the plug on it like that, knowing that you've got an active IP and an audience, and just going, nah, you're not having it.
Well, all those people are definitely just going to move over to Dead by Daylight if they're not already Dead by Daylight players anyway.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though. I suppose that's it. I'm saying, imagine pulling the plug on that. By pulling the plug on that, they could probably then go to Behavior Interactive or whoever makes it Dead by Daylight. It's not Behavior. That's Daisy. I don't know. Whatever. Dead by Bohemia. Is that
Bohemian?
There's Bohemia might be Dead by Daylight. I don't know. Whoever makes Dead by Daylight. Now they can go to them and go, do you want to buy the Predator license to go with Scream and everything else in there?
Oh, Behavior.
Oh, nice. So Bohemia is Daisy then.
Yeah.
Nice. We get for playing PUBG, I remember, because there was a crossover. There you go. Nice. I'm hoping State of Decay 3 gets shown at SGF 2023 tonight. Is that tonight?
Ooh.
Is that tonight?
Summer Games Fest is tonight, yeah.
Yeah, what? I completely forgot. I was thinking it was next week. Oh, you just made me happy, ads. Yes.
I don't think we will. Xbox going to save that for themselves.
Yeah.
There's no way that they're going to release it on something like this.
Yeah. I was just happy the fact that I completely forgot about it, so I'm excited about watching it. I do agree with you entirely, though. This is one of Xbox's biggest titles over the last 5 to 10 years. And Xbox don't have a lot to shout about recently.
They're not going to let Jeff Keighley go and tell you what's coming over on Xbox right now. They're going to save that for their own marketing messages themselves. There's no way.
I mean,
however, though, no. I'm trying to think back where that rabbit got shot. Was that State of Decay 2? Was that the announcement for that?
I think it was the first announcement of State of Decay 3.
3, sorry.
Yeah, I think it was.
I don't know whether if that was an Xbox.
I think it was the Xbox showcase, because I don't think we've watched the Summer Game Fest showcase as a watch along kind of thing. I think we've covered it the day after, I'm pretty sure. But if it was the other way around, if tonight was Xbox and Summer Game Fest was on Sunday or whenever Xbox is, I could see it being that way. Xbox going, we'll drop this on Thursday. You can get the first follow-up trailer. Still exclusive content, but you can have that because that adds to our hype train. The other way around, not so much.
Yeah, Ads has just said, wasn't it? Want State of Decay 3 first revealed on Summer Games Fest. Even if it did, even if that was the case back then, the world has completely changed since then. Since it got announced, we have had 2 brand new consoles, 2 generation of consoles, and hold on to your hats, Tito. Xbox's first-party games haven't been that great since they've come out. So I imagine with stuff like this, they'll want to try and manage the expectations with their own showcases rather than giving it to somebody else. I could be completely wrong, and I will hold my hands up if that is the case. But genuinely, from someone who works in marketing, I do not see Xbox trusting anybody with anything of theirs at this moment in time because they wanted to be able to own the conversation.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Xbox they've had the catastrophe that was Halo. I say catastrophe. It wasn't great. Let's put it that. It wasn't a catastrophe. Redfall was a catastrophe. And we don't really have what's next. So this needs to give us what's next. And that for me is a State of Decay in there. That is the future of Gears, possibly. And wherever it goes next. So yeah, I wouldn't give State of Decay. I mean, a little bit of a bias because we love State of Decay, so I wouldn't give that to anyone else if I was Xbox. But they might be like, whatever, it's been fucking long time.
Surely not. Yeah. I feel like we're getting to a point where if you're not talking about Starfield, that this is going to be one of the next biggest things that they're going to be releasing. So honestly, I can't see them trusting it with anybody else. I don't understand why they would want to. Like, if it's a game that is going to be your game changer, they want to be able to own that message. They want the tweets to go out. They want the social posts to go out. They want people watching their Twitch or YouTube streams. Like, for me, it doesn't make sense them having that being put. Like the Metal Gear Solid 3 Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater stuff. That's a completely different scenario with Konami being able to give that to PlayStation during their showcase. Completely different scenario.
Yeah, Konami haven't done a showcase. They've not done an E3 showcase since like 2014, and even then they finished up with like basically Nintendo Directs that were pre-recorded kind of thing. So yeah, give that to someone else. Fair enough. We want the exposure. It's from another Japanese company. It makes perfect sense. Xbox are the actual first party, so they ought that. Yeah, I agree. They wouldn't be passing that out. Tito says, "What? How dare you? You are 100% correct, sir. Great hardware shocking games right now." Yeah, but. Imagine that, though. Starfield Direct, after the main show, is phenomenal. You've got 45 minutes of the game that everyone is going to buy.
Yeah.
Nice. And that follows a new State of Decay 3. And State of Decay 3 isn't just zombies and bloaters and things that spit at you and a dude that wears a baseball cap and he's going and whatever your stereotypes are for people that survive zombie apocalypses and so on. But they go, do you know what? Since we released State of Decay 2, there has been a huge change in the environment. Fortnite exists now. Warzone exists now. Other games like PUBG and stuff exist now. But we also have extraction looters like your Tarkovs and stuff like that. And extraction and looting was a big part technically of State of Decay. So if State of Decay has learned from those couple of years of like ongoing season passy sort of content, but also extraction and adding weight to that, potentially with PvP in it, State of Decay 3 could be
I genuinely can't wait for it. Like, I actually reinstalled, since I watched Levi played it on his Steam Deck upstairs, I have reinstalled it on the Xbox upstairs just to be able to get back into it.
Like I said to you upstairs about 2 hours ago, you can see an advert for something on a bus stop that you've played 6 years ago, and that's enough for you to reinstall it. But we're all here for the excitement.
That's it. I love video games. I will give near enough every single video game one go. One try. If it piques my interest, it goes into the catalogue. I won't even say back catalogue because it's so far back that I'm never going to be able to see it. However, it'll go into rotation at some point. Like Metal Gear Survive has come out of rotation again. But yeah, there's just so much going on. State of Decay. Love it, man.
Yeah, so hopefully we get that. I mean, jumping back up and down through the chat, Ad says Star Wars, lul, Gollum, lul. I mean, we could get some Star Wars stuff that might not be lul over the next
What was wrong
few
with the
days
Star
and
Wars
weeks and stuff. I'm not sure. Don't know.
I from what I heard, the new Star Wars is. I haven't played it.
Star Wars
Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that's decent. It's a very good expansion of what Jedi Fallen Order
And we
was.
could get something decent with, is it Eclipse, the Ubisoft one? Because there's Ubisoft Forward at some point. Ubisoft haven't announced what's going to be in theirs. So, and we're still waiting on news for Ubisoft. Everyone's going to go Assassin's Creed. Yeah, there's going to be, I mean, we know there's Assassin's Creed Mirage, and then there's about 700 other Assassin's Creed code names that I've completely forgotten. So we know those are coming. But we then start to fall into the, do we get another Splinter Cell? Or are we just going to get Splinter Cell mobile game? But I feel like, I mean, who is it that's got not James Bond, Indiana Jones? That's EA, that, isn't it? Yeah, so EA have got Indiana Jones, but there is a Star Wars game coming from Ubisoft, which I think
We
is
haven't seen
Eclipse.
anything about the Wolverine game for about 3 years as well.
Yeah, I thought we'd have had that at the PlayStation Showcase, but we didn't get anything on that. We obviously got Spider-Man. I thought we'd have had a bit on that. Just a teaser, not a lot, but just we had the one teaser, very brief. I thought we'd have got a little less brief, but still very brief.
Yeah.
But we didn't. Where did we go? I'm hoping State of Decay 3 gets shown at SGF. I'm hoping Tears of the Kingdom gets a DLC reveal.
It won't be in this.
Yeah, not. I mean, that will definitely be a Nintendo one, so that won't happen. Nintendo don't have an E3 direct or anything. Do they plan, right? I don't.
They usually have a treehouse, don't they, around E3 time, but I don't know whether or not they've got anything planned in just yet. I mean, obviously E3's not existing, so I don't know whether or not they're going to default that to something else.
Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't expect that. It's not elements. The trailers have been proven to copy elements of Resident Evil and The Division in terms of what they did for their trailers. Oh, and The Last of Us. I bet the roads in the game still have less potholes in the UK right now. It's funny that, because I actually got on my Waze, there's a pothole here. Still there. Correct. £20.99 for AK-47 ammunition not included. Nice. It was the Tom Savini, the creator of How... Oh, there's a mouse over it. I can't see it. Let me go back on this one. It was Tom Savini, the creator of How Jason Looks, plus the character rights holder who sued Friday the 13th game. Oh, there you go.
Shite.
Wasn't State of Decay 3 first revealed at SGF? I mean, it could have been, but I don't remember. If UFL have something at SGF, I'd be surprised.
No, I doubt it.
I mean, they did go in heavy with Jeff Keighley and Opening Night Live, so I wouldn't be against that. I don't really know, though, because they don't have any precedents when it comes to announcing games and showing content, and it just seems to be a bit patchwork. So
I saw something the other week. It was either to do with #United or West Ham, because they're both sponsors in that game, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I did see something that UFL posted regarding it, but it wasn't anything massive. But again, it'll be a shock if it is there. But I hope Summer Games Fest is a success, because we haven't got an E3, and more game conferences throughout the year is a massive plus for me. However, and you keep on mentioning the same thing, there's only so much you can actually announce throughout the year. So sometimes stuff ends up getting watered down, or you just don't see enough of something. But I'm excited for this. I'm going to be playing football while it's taking place. So I'm not going to watch it live. I'll probably watch it when I get back.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch it at some point, but I will watch it. But yeah. Oh, lights
We just
nearly
had a
went.
fucking power surge.
It seems like it. I mean, the Wi-Fi was struggling earlier on. Maybe that's the Wi-Fi giving up and everything going back to normal.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Switch Pro will be revealed at SGF tonight. I don't think so. Minecraft 2 revealed tonight. I don't think so. It's true, because Minecraft's Xbox as well. That's where it'll be. It's true he played Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance. Wasn't it a broken...
I actually went back and played that about 6 months ago, and it's still toilet, so don't bother.
Yeah. Massive Entertainment are developing a Star Wars game and also an Avatar game. Massive being the dev under Ubisoft. Yes, exactly. So, and the Avatar game, yeah, good shout. I knew the Star Wars one was there, but yeah, the Avatar one. I just want Gotham City Imposters remake or a sequel. You don't just want that, ads. You also want Tears of the Kingdom DLC, and you also want a Switch Pro. God damn. Do you need to leave?
Yes.
Fuck off then, mate. Get out of it. Yeah.
Do you want me to leave this on for you?
Oh, actually, do you know what? No, do you know what? Because the faffing and stuff, what I will just do then is cover this one, because we've rolled this one. We'll leave the other ones. So yeah, one more story on the scoop today. Nice, 2 stories. It's kind of what we did yesterday. We had one talking about the Apple thing forever, one other story.
We did
and then
go.
finished
It was still an hour and 25-minute episode.
Okay, one final story. This is the one that we were going to cover yesterday, but then didn't, and then shelved, and we can't do it really again because, by the time we do that, we're gone. But Tom Ivan at VGC has this one that says, June's PlayStation Plus Essential games are now available to claim. Subscribers can download NBA 2K23, Jurassic World Evolution 2, and Trek to Yomi. So Sony Interactive Entertainment has released June's first batch of PlayStation Plus games. This month's PlayStation Plus Essential games are NBA 2K23 for PS5 and PS4, Jurassic World Evolution 2 for PS5 and PS4, and Trek to Yomi, surprise, surprise, for PS5 and PS4. Subscribers can claim the games until July the 3rd. Essential is the entry-level PlayStation Plus membership tier, which offers subscribers access to a few free games every month. May's games were Grid Legends, Chivalry, and Descenders, which obviously they've gone, so if you didn't get them, second.
I actually played Grid Legends. I've got it installed on my PS5. It's actually really good. Like I don't know how I've managed to get back into racing games being in my circulation again, but they're there, and I'm enjoying Grid Legends for what it is.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Okay, Chivalry 2, banger of a game as well.
I'll take your word for that too.
Yeah.
Do you know I played PUBG?
Did you?
Yeah.
That's a real shock.
And then when I wasn't playing PUBG, I also played Intense Battle Royale, which is a mod in PUBG.
Oh, okay, fair. Game changing. You've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice. Okay, we're going to finish up on that. Thank you, everyone that has joined us for today. I know it's been brief-ish. We have been around for about 40 minutes-ish, plus doing some chin-wagging, covering some news and stuff. But there is a lot of content coming over the next few weeks. From us-ish, but there is a lot. As much as possible, I'm not going to be around. Bibby will do his best, no doubt, to bring you the content that will be coming from Summer Games Fest, from Xbox showcases, and the Ubisoft showcase, and probably some EA things somewhere, and every other one. There's a Capcom one as well, which we spoke about yesterday. There is a lot coming, and as much as possible, we'll bring you the content of that. But just be aware that after tomorrow, I am AFK, so there will be, I say after tomorrow, I'll be around for the stream on Saturday, and then after that, I'm not going to be around for the best part of 2 weeks then. So Bibby is one man in it, so you may get content, you may not get content, and it may just depend on what happens that day.
Might take your Saturday slot one weekend on that Saturday because it's Father's Day on the Sunday, so I might take your Saturday slot because you're away for Father's Day. I take it.
I am.
Yeah, so I might have your 17th there. It's the King's birthday as well, so what better way to celebrate than a bit of PGA?
It's not my birthday, mate. Nice. Nice. Okay. Nice. Great. Lovely. Fun. Nice. Okay, we're going to disappear. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you dropping in. As always, do feel free to stick around. We'll pass on a raid to one of our friends after we've wrapped this up. We will be back tomorrow with another episode of The Scoop, both of us from home. And then on Saturday, I'll be back with PUBG. Sunday, Bibby will be back with
PGA.
Let's go.
New season started last night. Let's go.
Going out swinging.
For the foreseeable.
Yeah, it's a golf pun there. Nice. If you didn't enjoy that, don't worry, we'll be gone soon. Speaking of which, Bibby, is that what you want to add?
Yeah, you all know the stuff by now. Send us your stuff if you want to talk about video games, and we'll talk about it as well.
Nice. Okay, we are going to disappear. We appreciate you all dropping in. Have yourselves a beautiful evening. Enjoy Summer Game Fest tonight if you are watching it. If not, don't worry. We will get you covered and up to speed with all of the stuff tomorrow, 10 a.m.-ish. Twitch.tv/Ice Cream Plus. Join me and Bib as we go through everything that was announced or not, as the case may be. But until next time, stick around for the raid. Have yourselves a good evening and
stay frosty.